Well, welcome back. I'm so glad you've come back to have a cup of tea with Peggy again. And I'd like to remind you why I'm here. We all have to vote. And I want to remind you that despite all the begging and pleading from our own Democratic Party, you don't have to pay anything to vote. It's not only free, and it's not just a right. I think it's an obligation this time. This is different from any other election. We do not want a dictatorship here. We think we do because we don't know what it is, but think about this country. And you have to realize that even those who are from the other party have acknowledged, at least a few of them who are not afraid, have acknowledged that Harris and Walz are the characters that we need to bring in right now. They are people with character. That's a better way to put it. And then there's Liz Cheney. Now that's remarkable. I don't agree with her. I grew up in an Irish Catholic home where, to tell you the truth, I thought you had to go to confession if you didn't vote Democrat. But we were working class people. I stepped up from my father working in the subways to being a teacher. Oh, how proud he was of that. But this business of immigrants is getting in the way of looking at the reality of it. And technically speaking, we are all immigrants. Even the American Indian either came on papyrus boats from Egypt or they came across the Bering Strait when you could still walk across it. And we have all contributed so much to this country in one way or another that we need to work together for those of us who provide the strength and the skills that we need for every one of us. And I am particularly thinking of the people I saw at the Democratic Convention. If you didn't see it, go look it up on YouTube. It was wonderful. It was, I think, the closest I've ever felt we began to understand how much we all have in common. Not just worrying about the differences. Oh, they're there, but that's not the important thing. It's what we share. And what we share right now is an obligation to vote, and to vote sensibly, because the character that is running against us in the Republican Party is going to be a dictator. He is a dictator. He has told us as much. It is not where you have to hide someplace to find out what he's thinking. He's very transparent in that he puts it all right out there. And he is, to put it nice and in the terms that younger people will understand, in my mind, he is knucking futs. He should not be running for any office. Please, please, get out there and vote. You can even register on the day, election day, at least here in California. But make sure you register and you vote and you do it early. Please, please, for your sake, not for mine. You know, I'm sitting in a seat that's nearer to the exit of the stage of life. You're nearer to the entrance, and you will suffer for your whole lifetime and for the lifetime of your children or heirs of one sort or another. Please, please vote and know how to vote. Look it up online. My choice, the New York Times, because they tell you who wrote the article, and then they give you, if you choose to go on and look, some background on who that person is and what else they've done. All right, the old lady's going to stop talking now. But I want to make sure, please vote. Vote for Harris and Walz, who represent the vast majority of Americans. I'm going to say goodbye now. Have your tea. Good afternoon, and God bless.